but you won't believe me. How many times have you had that feeling in your life that you knew something or you wanted to do something and you wanted others to believe you, that this was the right thing or this is what you were supposed to do? I had that. I had it most of my life, actually. But I'm talking about it today because I just published messages for tomorrow for December the 9th from Wilhelm. And that was one of the messages I received on December 9th of 2022 because I was having that difficulty then as well. No one's going to believe me because, see, I'm the guy who created the first certified, verified personal development self-actualization system ever. And so, of course, I wouldn't think people would believe me. And if you don't know me, I'm Roger Burnley. And for many years, I was doing something completely different. I was being a vocal coach for more than 35 years. I was doing that before I made this shift. And people couldn't understand that either. You might be making some shifts in your life right now because you've changed. The world has changed, and that's what happens. You have something within you that gets activated at a certain time whenever you live. We may not all believe that, but I happen to know that is real. When I sat down and started receiving these messages in 1989, it was just for me. I was just holding on to them. And then when I was told that I was given something that could have any person achieve success and move through all their difficulties because we were moving through a big change in our world, I doubted that. Just like you probably didn't believe yourself about something that you were supposed to do. But now it's been proven true. And I'll prove it to you because it's all on the messages that I published today. You will see the documentation that shows what happened. I couldn't have told you that I was going to receive mind-body healing techniques through this work, but that's what happened. I mean, incurable diseases were changed because we come to know that it's all about consciousness and it's all about you connecting to who you're meant to be, your authentic self. If you're not having the correct success in terms of abundance or any of that, it's because you're not accepting yourself. That because it's all energy. And I can say that because I was doing that because I had another problem. I wanted everyone to be happy. I wanted everyone to succeed. And I knew that I had this. Years ago, I wrote an article saying I could become so wealthy because I could become a billionaire because I developed the thing that could give any person the ability to live a really great, successful life. And then people looked at me and said, that's not possible. And then artificial intelligence looked at all the information I received from Wilhelm. They said, yes, it is. I said, that's not hyperbole. Of course it could do that. If each person had their agency and knew who they were and could move through all their generational trauma and all of that. And that's what I walked through. I'm 75. And I did it all. So I do know. But I will tell you something else, because this is why I must change, because this is a challenging concept. When you're dealing with consciousness, we have such built-in beliefs about what is possible. That's why I was talking about suspend your disbelief. That's what I was given because I couldn't believe I had done this. You'll do the same thing. Whenever we live, we are living in a limited awareness, and so we won't think certain things are possible. We're kind of still shocked about artificial intelligence. There'll be more. But as you read the messages, you will understand what I mean. And then you'll see the documentation that shows that this can work for any single person. I don't care who you are. And that's something that I started to notice when I was doing vocal coaching. I didn't understand why I could answer anyone's question. And then when I started doing channeling, which I wasn't ever going to do in my life, but then I accessed more information. And then I knew that I could answer anyone's question. And you can hear that when you listen to some of the channeling sessions, because it's not me. I'm accessing information. And I developed this ability to do it in a way that no one had ever seen. There are energetic forces that happen in our world all the time. I was picking up through Wilhelm information that was aligned with energetic changes that were occurring. There's nothing occurring in our world now that I wasn't told through Wilhelm, and you can read all of that as well. We have a lot of disruption, it feels like, or chaos in the United States. That was told. Wilhelm gave us all of that, and why. See, we have to move through our own fears and doubts and biases and all of those things within us first before we can expect to heal, before we can expect to come into our authentic self. I was meant to live a life where I would bring this to the world, and that's what I did. But I doubted myself, and I wanted others to believe, but I can't do that anymore. So what's happening is there's still this offer there today. If anybody schedules a private session, you will be moved into the program, and that's it. Because I know that you will give me testimonials that will take this to so many more people, and that's really what I'm looking for. And then I'm only going to take people into the program at right now it's at 2,400, so I'm finishing that. The people who you'll listen to testimonials, and I just want you to understand, those people have only done a small portion of this work. I've done 36 years, and 17 years of that is what's going into this program, and I'm spending this time in my life finishing that, especially for those who are in the program now, because they've paid more. But I needed to prove it all to myself, like you want to do, and now you will have something that you will be able to prove who you are. That's what this work is about. It was never about me. It was about bringing something to the world that could give any person the ability to own themselves, achieve success, abundance, create the life they want to have. Now, everyone's not going to believe that. They couldn't even believe when I'm sitting down and receiving information that's completely aligned with what's happening in the world. That was difficult because no one had ever done it. You may do something in your life that no one has done either, and then you have to share it because it will cause more people to become who they're meant to be. And that's how our world evolves. I said something about Zig Ziglar because I always find people who will inspire me. He says, you can have everything you want when you can give everyone else everything they want. And now I have something that can give any person everything they want, because it's all about energy. It's all about understanding your unique path and being willing to follow it. Now you have a plan, because that's what I live to develop it. Thank you so much for being here. I'll leave the link so you can check it all out. And you are here to develop your gifts and own them and give them to everyone else. That's what I'm doing. See you soon.